And God's saying, okay, I heard you. Now go. You can do it. Move forward. Step out. Fight back. Try it. You understand what I'm saying? And so you can't go that one end of the spectrum depending on the arm of the flesh, but you can't go the other and say, it's only God doing this thing. No. It is Him ultimately, but right there in the balance, the middle, is the partnership that we have with Him. Right. So I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Right. So God wants to restore confidence in your life, in Him, and in yourself. Yeah. So Baal worship, we see that the spiritual entity, the principality of Baal, claimed rulership over Canaan, or the promised land. And when the children of Israel came in to possess the land, that is why God told them not to intermarry. It wasn't about ethnic groups. It wasn't about interracial marriage. Some people try to pull that out and preach against that, and that's silliness. It's not precept upon precept. Moses, who was a Jew, married an Ethiopian. That's right. My whole point with marriage is marry the person that God set aside for you. And before you get married, make sure they love God as much as you do or more. Amen. Amen. So Moses marries an Ethiopian, which, if you don't know, Ethiopians are black. Yeah. And so Moses is a Jew. He's not white, but he's not black. He's just in between. And so his sister and his brother attacked him concerning it. Just gave him a browbeating. And God brought judgment on them. You study that. He brought judgment on them for browbeating Moses for marrying an Ethiopian. Yes. This is not in my notes, and I'm getting off into delicate territory, but it's the truth. And so it wasn't until Moses prayed for them that they were healed. So I don't know what you do with that, but put that into your Southern theology. Thank you. But as I say, that when it comes to marriage, it's about who does God have for me? Well, who is my soulmate? And what is the relationship with God? And everything else will fall into place. So they didn't listen to God. They began to marry the Canaanites, and those who they would marry would bring in their idols to Baal worship, to Baal, because they believed that Baal provided for their family, for their fields, and for their flocks. They believed that Baal was the one who would send the rain to water their fields and to have plenty of water for their flocks, and also would take care of their families. So when the Israelites came in to the promised land and began to say, no, you people have it wrong. Baal doesn't provide that. There's only one true God, Jehovah, and He's the one who brings the rain. He's the one who supplies provision for our families. He's the one who provides for our flocks so that we can have our basic needs and so that we can gain wealth. Right. And so when the children of Israel came in stating those things and declaring those things, the demonic spirit called Baal became very angry. Yeah. And so, of course, the battle was on. And in that battle, his tactic was to pull and seduce the children of Israel into intermarrying. And therefore, many of them became people who would worship Jehovah and also worship Baal, which we know doesn't work. And so, as you move forward in the Old Testament, we understand, and we've talked a lot about the spirit of Jezebel. And the spirit of Jezebel, the spirit of manipulation and control, an ugly spirit.